do you ever feel anxious or you have anxiety towards doing the event? Like, do you ever, how do you deal with the anxiety of doing something big, like putting a new TV program on TV, or sport, being a broadcaster live on TV, talking like, I mean, you've been doing it for years, so I'm sure it feels easy, but at the beginning, you feel like you were destined to be a sports broadcaster. Did you ever get anxious about going on the microphone and talking, being an MC? I'm a pretty competent guy, but being an MC, the way you do it is a difficult talent. It's not easy to do. So is there any way you deal with anxiety, or do you get anxiety, or how do you deal with that?
Yeah, until now, I'm feeling nervous, and it's good. Like, I love it. Yeah, because now then you know that you actually live. Yeah. That you start sweating and you care about the things. Like last time was on Štvanice before my final speech, yeah. I was like, how do people will react on this kind of halftime show, and what will I say? Because I'm never too much about the preparation, because I always trying to prepare myself the whole time, yeah. So even now I will take something from the podcast and I will put it in my mind, and then I will use it somewhere else, yeah. And this is how I do my speech and whatever I'm doing, yeah. I'm still trying to soak the information into my brain and then use them for myself, yeah. So, but yeah, I'm before Survivor or before these big tournaments, or if I want to say something in Germany, in German language, then I really feel like fuck, it's not gonna be easy. But I'm somehow enjoying these moments. Yeah, I like them because I got that mentality that what if, yeah, and what is gonna be bad? Then it's gonna be bad. Like people will not clapping and it's not will working, you know, and it's gonna be embarrassing for a while. And then we go, you know, and there will be another fight and maybe it will not work. But my what if is always in the positive way. And that was what I was feeling from like we were talking about those playgrounds behind your flat or house, you know, when you were like 6-7 years old and you were trying to imagine yourself that you are the Biagio and you are have that penalty kick on the World Soccer Stadium and you are the last one and you can score that final penalty. And this is my what if my whole life. Yeah, my one of my closest friend, he told me like 2 years ago when we were on kiting on Rhodos on the same time on a vacation, and he told me like I always I can forget on the basic school when we were going together, and it was like second class, so it was like 8 years old, and we were playing football, and I was asking you like how you can be that confident that we will win and these things, and he would because it was like the important school game, and I remember that you told me that you know how I always imagine myself that I'm scoring the most important goal just a few seconds before the time is up, and I'm running with the heads up, you know, and screaming on everyone how happy I am to do this, yeah. And this is what I feel until now, you know. I always imagine myself that it's gonna be perfect, that it's gonna be something special, everybody will be enjoying, and I will have that what I want, and it's that the biggest feeling what you can when people are clapping, you know, when everything is running well, when Oktagon is doing a good show. So this is my mentality, and this is the only way how I'm looking on the things. And if it's not working, I'm okay with it because yeah, so it can happen, but it not hurts me.
Because so when you feel that anxiety start to hit you, that's what you visualize. You visualize the positive side of it, and it's like, what if, rather than saying, what if I could go this way and it could be dark and it could be horrible, you think, yeah, but I could do this and it could be fantastic and I could have this feeling and I could have this emotion, and you always try and strive for the fun part of it. Yeah. So then you enjoy the anxiety because you know going through an anxious moment means you have the opportunity to gain this great moment. So without anxiety, you're not going to have the great moments in life, right? Yeah. I think, to try and paraphrase, dealing with a lot of successful people, meeting a lot of successful people, talking to them, something I've noticed is dealing with anxiety or pressure, you can frame it in two ways. You can say like, I'm anxious, so the negative side. or I'm anxious, so the positive side. And if you reframe things into, I need to be anxious, I need to feel pressure for me to perform at my best, it becomes a positive switch. So which is what I used to do in fighting. If I was anxious or frightful before a fight, I was like, brilliant.
Yeah.
This means I'm going to knock the guy out because I'm worried, you know, so I have to perform. If I feel nothing, it means nothing.
Yeah.
So that's for me, you know, for people watching, the amount of successful people I've spoken to, and they've said, I mean, your story's great, and the football and cheering and everything, and that feeling you have as a young child, to have it at 7, 8 years old is incredible. But most people I deal with, I speak to about it, they have something similar. Like, I want to feel anxious because if I feel anxious, I know I'm doing something right. I want to feel pressure because if I feel pressure, then I know I'm doing something right. Rather than, I'm scared, I don't want to feel pressure because this bad thing could happen.
Yeah.
So I think if you can frame it in a positive light, you can achieve great things.